Welcome to Up All Night with the Cool Story Show. This is an adult-themed podcast where we talk girls, we talk sex, we talk relationships, we talk dirty, and we do not hold back. Viewer discretion is advised. Let's stay up all night.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Aaron here from the Cool Story Show. Fellas, when you're banging a girl or getting a blowjob or getting jerked off or whatever, you're trying to keep something in your head to stop yourself from coming, right? Mm-hmm. What is it? What works for you? How do you distract yourself and keep yourself going longer?
Kind of depends on the situation. This is going to sound really weird, but I have one go-to. I use it when I have to piss, actually, and I can't piss. I always think of that TLC song, like, don't go chasing waterfalls. So, I don't know. Sometimes I just kind of think of that, and that prolongs me, because then instead of thinking about getting a blowjob, I'm thinking about, like, maybe I have to pee. But then I don't.
Yeah, you're like triumphantly, like, mounting a girl. Just, don't go chasing waterfalls.
Well, you know, I mean, it works sometimes.
Oh, so great.
Sometimes I'll think of things like, I don't know, like George Jetson or like
George.
You know, Jetson. Like I'll think of like the Monster Mash music video, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. It's different strokes for different folks, as they say. Get it? Strokes.
Oh.
Huh? Yeah, I don't know. I get like the waterfall is a go-to, and other than that, it depends on the situation. Sometimes I think of myself like watching myself out of my body. You know.
From if you were on film.
No. Well, you know how Buddhists meditate and their mind leaves their body? That's kind of what I do. So I leave my body for a second, and if I'm trying to make myself come, I'll watch me banging this girl or getting head. And if I'm trying to prolong it, I'll just keep on going and not watch me and just go watch TV.
So you transcend yourself.
You could say that.
You heard it here first, ladies.
When
Adios Pateria.
It's spiritual.
This turned into a deep fucking podcast. Wow. Okay, elaborate. I want to hear this theory. We were talking about distractions, but now we're talking about spirituality and sex.
Well, my transcendence is spiritual.
He watches himself in his mind's eye having sex.
And what does it look like to you?
He probably looks like a badass. I would if I was watching myself.
Absolutely. I have like at least a 6-pack. My muscles are bulging. My form is flawless. I mean, really, what's not
Who wouldn't picture themselves like that?
Is she the same, or has she changed?
Oh, she is like Carmen Electra, and Trish Stratus had a baby.
Okay, what I do, we all work together at a store, at a retail store. There's numbered aisles. There's things in all those aisles. So as I'm banging a girl or whatever, in my head, I go to aisle 1, and I literally walk that aisle and look at what's in that aisle. And then I go to aisle 2, and I walk down that aisle.
Oh, yeah, flashlights.
And there's what? There's 107 aisles?
104.
104? I see how many aisles I can walk and look at all the stuff in that aisle, and it works well for me. Because I've gotten like all the way through 104 and then back to like 50. That was like the last time I can remember, but it works well.
Getting to 50 is pretty good. Like that
I've
probably
gotten,
take
I've
you
gotten
at least
all the
like
way through
15 minutes.
Now you gotta remember though, like I can't remember what's in every aisle. I got the general idea.
Right.
Yeah. But I just try to focus on that per aisle, and that keeps going. It keeps my head in the game. Diamond probably doesn't do anything.
That's probably.
And anything. World poverty, the hockey game, fucking the elections, anything to try to keep your mind off it, pretty much.
For 5 seconds.
But I've got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Let's say that doesn't work, and you've gone into overdrive. What do you do for your cool down period while you're trying not to?
Wait, so you're fucking a girl, and
so you're going so hard, and you're about to.
You're about to. You haven't reached that stage where it's too late, but you're about to.
When I reach that stage,
I think you have to just come.
What I do a lot of the time, like if I'm wearing a condom, I'll come and I'll just keep going. For her,
not me.
For
I'll
her
take
benefit.
it out. And
I'll take it out, change it. Yeah.
I think that when you get into overdrive mode that you just come, because I think a girl will appreciate like a
But
savage short fucking more.
Let's
than,
say it's early on though, or let's say she's blowing you and you don't want it to end just so quickly.
You never really. Well, you don't really want it to end quickly.
Yeah, but like sometimes it's better. Like short and sweet is better sometimes than like prolonging it and just making it bad. You know.
Oh, I don't think it's bad.
I don't know about you, but
no, not bad. But you know what I mean. Like sometimes it's better just to go ahead and do it. If that's what your body's telling you, that, like you're so turned on by this girl that you need to blow your load on her like right away, then I mean.
See, what I'll do if in that instance is I'll finish. I'll come. I'll go into the kitchen. I'll make myself a sandwich. I'll have a drink or something, and then I'll get back in that bedroom and I'll just fuck her again.
What I would do, I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't take a break. I would just tell her to start sucking my dick and then just keep me
I find though if you take a break and you get your mind off for a second, it's way easier to start again.
Not me.
Yeah, that's how it works for me. I gotta go do something else for like 2 minutes, and then I can get back into it and fucking just go to town.
Epic question of ages: who finishes first?
The lady, of course.
The lady.
Absolutely.
That's not an epic question at all.
That's one of my favorite.
That's a standard.
Yeah, that's what you have to do.
Yeah. The question is how many times does she finish?
I was just gonna say more than once.
Yeah.
You got to go until she's at least came like once, maybe twice, preferably more, and then you can finish off. Because after that point,
you got to go until she's pissed on you, dude.
All right, I don't want to talk about this again, Andy. That's just.
But yeah, so now is there such a thing as going too long?
Yes.
You and me discussed this kind of the other day.
Yes, there is.
There is.
Okay, how many times?
Have you guys ever? Sorry, Dave. Have you guys ever come to a point where you're banging a girl and you like? Not that you can't come, but you just don't, and you're going and you're going. You're like,
yeah,
you're
you
like,
can't.
What the fuck?
Then you start thinking about it, you're like, why can't I do this? And then you start to get soft.
Right, that's
because you think something's the matter. That's happened to me before.
And then the girl kind of thinks it's them, and you're like, it's not you, it's me, but they don't really believe you.
Actually,
I just pretend to.
I haven't gone like limp, but I've run into that situation where I'm just like, why the fuck am I not coming? So I literally just faked it.
Me too.
After like 40 minutes or so, I was like, this is gonna be weird. If I
never went limp either, but like it just my mind is on it, so I can't concentrate on fucking properly. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I fake it, and then honestly, I'll just start again. They're like, wow, you got so hard again.
And
right
you know
away.
what, ladies, they don't know. It's a lot of work.
No. Ladies fake it with us all the time. Well, guess what, bitches? We do it with you too.
Yeah. Whatever.
Never faked it.
Oh, yeah, well, we can't all be diamonds, Dave.
Sometimes, I guess.
Diamonds get hard. Moral of the story.
Do you have any stories relating to any of this that you can think of?
So, Dave, you just think about whatever to distract yourself.
Basically, whatever.
Just
like
anything that pops.
It's like the fucking Hindenburg.
You got to come up with a strategy because that's how you'll last longer.
I can probably think of more times that I've been thinking of something to make me come rather than. I remember I got a blowjob and it was like, this was like a 35-minute affair, and that doesn't sound too bad, but like
35-minute blowjob.
A 35-minute blowjob, and you got to think like she's jerking you off for 35 minutes. Your cack is just like a soggy hot dog bun at this point, right? Like you just want to finish. And so I was thinking, I was trying to think about
blowjobs and hot dogs.
I'm sorry.
In the same breath. Good
and
job, man.
those are two of my favorite things.
The point is, what I don't know. What I try and do is think about like what a slut the girl blowing me is, and that usually helps.
I've run into the situation where I've been banging a girl and I have to try to think about. I find that
something.
I find that it's more if it's the same girl. Again and again and again,
yeah,
like long-term relationship.
The first time that you ever sleep with a girl, I'm always worried about like, fuck, I hope I don't come too.
Well,
fast.
that's the most important one because you want to be good.
Right.
You want to be as good as you can be because then she'll come back for more.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can't be an asshole the first time.
And I think probably the best time with a girl is maybe like the third or fourth time.
When you're a couple in and it's still new,
and you're comfortable,
but it's not
but
old.
exactly.
Yeah, it's enthusiastic but not mechanical.
Dave?
So what do you think about the first time then? Do you think that's more of like just
first
a
time
break-in?
For me, the first time is more about
the
importance
like
of being good.
Yeah.
Because if you got this girl you like, or you taking her out, whatever, you don't want to. You've obviously probably now, if it's not a one night stand, you're not planning to do her again. You've been working at this for a little bit to try to bang her.
Yeah.
So you don't want to fuck it up and not have her enjoy it. You want to have her you want to blow her mind and have her wanting to come back to you.
Conversely, though, like if you're with a one night stand and you don't really get those thoughts, and you probably perform better because there's that anxiety that's not there.
Usually one night stands though, I'm usually drunk.
Me too.
And I'm not even.
Yeah. But also
do you guys find you perform better or worse when you're drunk?
Depends how drunk, but I would say generally better.
Me too.
if I'm pleasantly toasted, I should be okay. But we all know that once I get really hammered, it's a quick affair, ladies. I'll just admit that right now.
Pleasantly toasted. That should be your Twitter bio from now on. Pleasantly toasted.
All right, this is another episode of Up All Night. You can find me on Twitter at Spiteri316.
Aaron lasting long at ACorp48.
Dave at DaveMeyer7.
We staying up all night, banging them scary hoes.